Welcome back, everyone, to Mariners franchise episode number 20 as we inch closer to the playoffs. We just passed the month of July. We're about to end the end of August. And last episode, I said I would play some of these games off screen. I had not had any time. So today, we will be simming all the way up to this point, jumping into some games probably, trying to get a little bit more of a lead in the division, heading into that series against the Rangers, which is going to decide the division, in all honesty. It has been a very, very close season series. We were up big early on, up very big early on. 8.5 games early, I believe, and then we've really fallen down since that point. We did not sign our first round pick because it did not let us sign him. It just completely did not let me sign anyone after the two guys we signed. That was a glitch in the game. This would have been bad because Thomas Hood would have been very, very good. But you know, Billy Curry probably would have been great. And we aren't gonna see those guys play anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I don't know why it just stopped letting me sign the guys. Um, I think the new signing system is just broken in general. But whatever. 3 games against Houston, 3 games against LA, and then 3 games against San Francisco as we head to the series against the Rangers, which might decide the division. This is the last time we play them until then. I might do. Should I do one of these games in Texas? We play in T-Mobile a lot. We've not played in Texas this series, and I do have a career no hitter in Texas in the show. So we'll see what it's like if we win this. If we get a big comfortable lead, I probably will play that series this game, and then we'll probably go to the playoffs next episode. Because let's go ahead and look before we get into it here. We are very well locked in to the playoffs, whether that be a wild card spot or what. We are technically 8 games ahead of the being out of the wild card because we're 3.5 games ahead of wild card one. Because we are better than the Rangers. If we were switching, we'd be 3.5 games above because we're 1 game better. The Red Sox, we would be 2 games ahead of them, and we'd be 3.5 games ahead of Baltimore. But even if we got the third overall wild card spot, we'd still be uh 8 games ahead of the Royals. So we're pretty much locked in the playoffs right now. We would have to have a disastrous final month, sort of like the Braves did in 2011 when they blew that lead to the Cardinals, and the Cardinals, of course, ended up winning the championship. But you know, if we did blow the lead and uh didn't make the playoffs, that would be a disaster, obviously. So we'll try to prevent that from happening. Really quickly before we begin, just a little look at the lineup. We saw it in the last episode. It is looking much better right now. Everyone's starting to hit a little bit more. Bottom of the lineup still a very big problem. The top 6 I feel very comfortable with, but the bottom in both lineups is not very good. But the starting pitching has been literally lights out just about everywhere. It's been a bit of a struggle for Castillo this season, but still, I mean, you look at this stat line. 3.5 ERA is not bad. The whip is obviously a little bit higher than you like, but he's still pitching to a very solid season. But we'll go ahead and get into this series against Houston. Immediately, we get a game opportunity here with 1 out here, 2-0. We're down. We've not really played well in the division this season. It feels like I might be wrong. I'll have to check that if that's even something you can check. But it just feels like we really haven't been doing well against the Astros. We really haven't barely even played the Rangers. I feel like we had that loss to the series loss to the Angels that we saw in a few episodes ago. Actually, we won that series, but we did lose the showcase game of that episode. And the A's is sort of in a mixed bag, it feels like. But here we are, T-Mobile Park. Not the guy who won in the game at this point. With left on left, with a guy like Lamont left on the bench. Now, granted, I'll give you this. Lamont Wade is also a left-handed hitter, but the difference between him and O'Hearn is Lamont Wade has ridiculous stats against lefties. It's a 99 contact and a 90 or a 40 power. We just need a hit here. No home run needed. And you nearly got one anyway. Foul ball there. 800 OPS has gone way up, shot way up to 800 since we made the move for him to only bat against lefties every day. Other way, chopped it off. MVP chance for Lamont Wade is kind of nuts. It'll be it for King. They'll bring in Sir Anthony Dominguez for Cal Raleigh. Speaking of MVPs, Kyle Raleigh, obviously in real life, you're all aware of what he's doing. I don't have to explain it to you. He's having the greatest catcher season of all time. And it's not even close.
Let's go, big dumper.
This is up the middle to short. The short way to second base for the out. We go in order there. We will return to simulating here. And we do lose this game 2-0. Not a good start to the series against the Astros here. That will probably put the Rangers back in the division lead. Another thing is we've just not simmed well this season as much as we have been. Most of the games we're winning when I jump in. It feels like we're just not simming very well. It's actually a dead heat right now for the division as we go here. Close game here. Every game feels like a jump in spot. I know it's like the brother you made the sandwich meme. Like I know I made the stats to where I only jump into games like this, but I don't make it to where every single one of our games is like this. Almost every game this season we've had are 1-run games. It feels like it's unbelievable. We'll see if we can get the series tie the series up here and then maybe win the finale. But right now it's looking pretty tough. 1 on already with no one out for Luke Weaver, and of course we know how hard it is to jump into games. We've sort of established as this might be 2. Oh, that's brilliant turning! This is why you sort of establish a great infield defense for things like that. 2 Gold Glovers between Brian Hayes and maybe Ryan Bliss this season. It depends. Brings up Jeremy Pena. And we know Ha-Seong Kim is very good at short as well. In terms of defense, he can't hit. Grounds this ball off. It's 0-2. So Weaver got 2 outs with 1 pitch. He looks to get another out here to win this game. He does. Luke Weaver strikes out Jeremy Pena. And it looks like Brash gets the win there. Good win for the Mariners. They look to take this series in the next game. Home run for Ha-Seong Kim, so maybe I was lying. What he's done for this team may be more than I could ever imagine. I would not imagine it, though. 33rd save for Luke Weaver as we head into now the series finale against Houston. And we win it. Big series win. We're up 2 games as the Rangers are 2-8 in their last 10. We are 8-2 in our last 10. We take the series win. Every game decided by 1 or 2 or less runs. It's sort of been the way it's been going this year. It is a home run for Ha-Seong Kim again, and Kike as well. It was another great start for Bryce Miller. Let's begin to talk about this, but let's begin to have conversations about Bryce Miller in the Cy Young situation. We'll go ahead and look at the league leaders. We don't do it often, but I would think, maybe I'm wrong, but I would assume that if we just went to pitcher stats that matter, like ERA, Bryce Miller's top 4. Of course, this is an unbelievable season for Clark Schmidt. He's actually been playing worse as of late. He had an ERA at like 1. We saw in the last episode it was like a 1.8 ERA. It's gone a little bit up. Bowden Francis, who, by the way, is really good in real life. Bowden Francis is kind of awesome. Fried, Miller, and Wu are your guys there. Home runs allowed at the bottom of the list. Let's see if we got anybody down here. Bryce Miller again with 15. Shutouts. I mean, it's going to be one of a lot of guys, but we have Bryce Miller on here as well, tied for the league lead. Strikeouts. Bryce Miller's not a strikeout pitcher, so I won't even think he'd be on here. But he is number 29. Okay, we're going to ignore strikeouts. Complete games, 2 for Castillo. Good for him. Innings pitched, Bryce Miller is 3rd. Walks allowed. Would not believe he's allowing too many walks. He is doing a little bit more than I would imagine he would be doing with the stat line. He's at 26 and walks allowed. The whip is 5th. The pitching WAR is got him at 6th. I wouldn't think if I looked right now I would see him there, as Gunnar Henderson's leading right now, and Shohei's leading right now, and this would be Shohei's 3rd straight MVP and 5th total, right? But Wu actually is the guy who's in 3rd place right now, behind Clark Schmidt and Bailey Over. I mean, look at Wu as well. Wu's had a great season also with a 2.6 ERA, a 0.93 whip. and his FIP is in a great spot also. He's somebody who strikes out a lot more batters than Bryce Miller, so it makes sense he's there. But this will be another Yankee award for the Cy Young, and here's the AL if you cared. The NL, sorry. Holy crap. If you see anything similar about these three guys, they're all on the same team. And we did sweep them in a series earlier on this year. Was it a sweep? I think it was a sweep. It's July. It was July 4th series. It was not a sweep, but it was a 2-1 series win, which is good. As we head to now face the Angels with a little bit of breathing room heading into that Rangers series. We do win again. Down big here. Robles has a streak keep alive, or Robert does. I don't really care. We do score a run. He probably keeps it alive. We win another series. We are up now 2.5 games. And we take another one. This is now, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive series wins after we lost like 5 in a row. So it's a little bit volatile for this team right now. But I'd rather be winning games than losing games. Here's game 1 here. Cal Raleigh went yard. Luke Rayleigh went yard. It's been the issue. The big thing for us this year has been home runs. So it's good to see that coming along. Matt Brash gets a 3-inning performance there. Another great start for Logan Gilbert. He gets his ERA down even more. In game 3, it was another good start, I would assume, for Brian Wu. Home runs for Julio and Brian Hayes. And it was good for Brian Wu. 7 innings. Looking good. Brash pitches again. So Brash looking to be pitching a lot more as of late. Pitching better as well. As we get into here, game in San Francisco, bases loaded, 1 out. Yes, we might get walked off right here. It's very possible. And it's not really a great team we're playing against here. Hopefully can get this job done. But we'll see. There it is, 18th in home runs this year. It just doesn't want. It probably will not cut it. As actually, it's a 2 on 1 out. I thought it was bases loaded, 1 out. Spire, big situation here. Pitching to Huff though. I like this matchup for Gabe Spire. I know it's okay. Well, it's a home run. I lied, and it's a home run, and I lied. So that's a home run. Lamont Wade, I feel your pain. We do lose game 1 here against the Devil Magic Giants, who always just do these things. Probably not the great pitch. I'll have to watch it back on tape. It's a loss for Weaver. It's 3 earned runs. It is a blown save for Luke Weaver. It was 4-2, and he blew the game. And that's the big thing, man. I mean, both years of this franchise, dude. You just look at what we have done. We've been really, really good, except for power and saves. And we cannot not blow a save to save our lives. At least every single one of them feels crazy. I mean, it's been a bit better as of late before that game for Luke Weaver. It's been way when he went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight games without allowing a run, which is good. But you still look at his blown saves, he's got 10 of them. We could use those 10 games right now as this lead dwindles to 1.5, and we might be losing in this series if we lose this series. 28 man. Oh, that's something I did not remember, but obviously will help. 28-man roster. A lot of different chances here. I probably should have looked at the minors. I forgot about this entirely. Laz is not ready yet, as much as I would love for him to be. He's obviously he's not quite there. The power stats are just not there. I can't bring him up and botch his development and have him on the bench. You know, usually in this situation, they're a little bit lower key call ups than you would think. We've got a lot of good guys in the minors, but no one I really want to bring up too badly. I mean, I have to bring someone up, or what we could do, as I've been thinking about this for a while, is I will bring up Leo Ribas because of his positional flexibility. He can play just about anywhere. I know he's a little bit lower overall, but we know in real life Leo Ribas is just a baller, dude. He knows how to do things. He does them the right way. He's a great player. Never complains, even though he should be on the major league roster way more than he is. He's a good player. He comes up. But what I've been thinking about doing for real, and this is the real thing, is I looked in free agency. He's gone now. Oh, never mind. He's here. Kendall Graveman, of course, former Mariner. He was good last season for the Arizona Diamondbacks. It would interest me to bring him back on like a 1-year deal, if he would be willing to do that for 1 year. he would be the last guy on the major league team. I would go up to about 3.7. He does come in. He'll be put on the major league roster as another reliever that we have. I don't think we have enough room in the 40. We do. And he'll be moved to the major leagues and moved to a bullpen arm for us. He was really good in 2021 for the Mariners, and they traded him for Abraham Toro. And of course, I love Abraham Toro, as we all do. But Graveman was really freaking good, dude. 2021 at a 1.77. And he's been since then, he's been a really freaking good reliever. A sub 3.2 ERA every year since then. The whip has been kind of crazy. The FIP has been kind of nuts. But you like what he saw in 2021 in Seattle specifically. If he can get back to that level with Seattle, that is something that you will absolutely take, especially with the bullpen worries. In the back end of the bullpen, he knows how to pitch him back in the bullpens. So I think this bullpen right now is really, really difficult to deal with as a team, as teams playing us. And I do love the way it looks now. Brash is playing a little bit better as of late. He's allowed one earned run in the last 6 games, so he's playing a little bit better. The whole bullpen's playing well. Luke Weaver is just blowing a lot of games, but it's like all right because it's not that bad. We do at least salvage this series, but we'll go ahead and take a look. We're 1 game ahead. We could be tied heading into this series, which of course would mean we had to play Jacob deGrom, which is not good. But I will have you know. But what they wanted me to do is do minor league something. What they want to do? Lineup's not right in AAA. That's probably correct. Actually, we called up Rivas, so we need a center fielder, which neither of these guys are. We'll sign a minor league center fielder here, or we'll see what we have in AA. I mean, y'all know me. I don't really care about the minors that much. Blake Rambush, not really hitting well in AA. Bill Knight, we'll call it Bill Knight here, 26-year-old old kind of guy. But we're not. We'll just sign somebody. That's what we're going to do, because then we'll have to change that as well. We'll just sign somebody really quick. Center fielder, Greg Jones. Shout out. Ryan McKenna's real. These people are too real for my taste. I know Willie Joe Gary isn't real. Willie Joe Gary Jr. That is my guy. I have always loved Joe Gary Jr. He's not real, obviously, but he will play against both sides in the minors. As we sim now this game, we do win the series. So now we don't have to play Jacob deGrom. We can play game 2 of the series, as we're 1.5 games ahead. We'll see. We get to 2 games, so I definitely don't have to play this game at all. Luke Weaver, save situation. Oh my, big boy moment here. Would be a big thing here. We could get this win and then get the series win in the next game as our showcase episode of today. Oh boy, my heart's pounding already. We're just starting this episode, only 20 minutes in. Big spot here. Just need 2 outs here. Jake Berger at bat. A lot of pop. Obviously, we all know Jake Berger has crazy pop. Want to keep that out of there. Do not want to go in there with Jake Berger. Nice pitch there. You do not want to stay middle plate with Jake Berger, but you can stay on the edges here. He hits a lot of ground balls when he's not hitting home runs.
1-2.
And he strikes out a whole bunch.
Strike him out.
Going back to the fastball. Pops it up, Julio. Flies it in the air. Weaver gets the out here. It's going to bring up someone, I'm sure, but I don't know who. Josh Jung, who has raked against the Mariners in his career. As I've said that in the past in this series, it tends to be true. I said in the last episode about Gary Carpenter, he hit a home run. Strike called there. The Dodgers have reclaimed the NL West. They were down early to Diamondbacks, which kind of surprised me when we were playing them a few episodes ago.
2 balls.
Here's a ball. 2-1. Don't want to get fancy with it. Want to strike him out here and end this game and take game 1 of this series, a big series as well. biggest series we've played this season. Luke Weaver closes the door in Game 1. Great game for George Kirby. Great stuff from Luke Weaver. Ryan Bliss hit a home run. And yeah, looking good. Kenley Jansen actually blows a game here in the seventh inning. He pitches pretty early on in the game for them. Would make me assume he's not their closer, is what I would think. That would mean. Now 3 games here as we go and play here against Kumar Rocker, former tennis or Vanderbilt Commodore. I loved watching that team, man, with him and Leiter. Of course, both now Rangers, which is really cool. My favorite uniforms, these green uniforms. I know we're not good with them in real life, but this is not real life. So we're here and we're ready for it. Here's the lineup today: Robles, Rodriguez, Raleigh, Robert, Ryan, Rayleigh, Hayes, Ryan, and Ken. A lot of R names. If you're a Mariner, if you want to be a Mariner, just have your name begin or end with R, and he will be on the team. Most likely, I mean, you see it. Not a single guy on their team begins or ends with R. Their first name or last name, that is. A lot of Ers on their team: Carter and Berger and Seager, but no. Just I'm yapping as we get in this game. A series win here would be huge. Would put us 4 games up with not that long left in the season here in T-Mobile Park as we look for our first AL West pennant since 2001. That was 25 years ago. I was not even born. So, Josh Young hitting .417 last 16 games. Brian Woo's been really good. And this is a big start for Brian Woo because if Brian Woo can get this win and go 7 innings and play really well, he might be the favorite for the Cy Young after today. But we'll see. Maybe not. We'll see. I mean, Clark Schmidt's had a great year and for some reason is going to win the Cy Young probably. But we know all the advanced stats leading to this guy, Brian Woo. He's 12-4 with a 2.6 ERA and near a sub-1 WHIP, 146 strikeouts, 20% strikeout rate, only a 4% walk rate. Which brings up Josh Smith, who still doesn't have his face scan in the game. Okay. We all know Brian Woo, very heavy fastball approach. He starts off with it early. It's one of the best fastballs in the business. I looked at a Savant page earlier on today, and that fastball was 100th percentile, which is very good. It means it's the best in baseball in terms of just the top 0% guys.
Ball.
He's always lacked those other pitches, though. Even this year, he really hasn't had a crazy second pitch. It feels like to me he just kind of jack of all trades, master of none with the other pitches. But his fastball, of course, is his mastery. That is his best pitch, and that's how he gets people out. Struck out like 9 twins with the fastball yesterday. And it's Josh H. Smith here, 1-2 early on. Woo, just misses there. Might have actually been a strike, but no call there by the umpire. 2-2 here, trying to still fill out what the zone is. Swing and a miss through a sinker, kind of dotted away from the bat. Stay flat with the bat, trying to get to that fastball, and the sinker comes out and just goes a little bit more down than the fastball does. Especially with the IVB that Brian Woo does possess on his fastball, the induced vertical break. It kind of makes it look like it's going up, and that pitch looks like it's going down. Kind of throwing at the same velo. Tough to hit Brian Woo, especially from his arm slot as well. It is the only arm slot quite like it in the major leagues.
That missed. That's a ball.
This is outside for Duran, former top prospect for the Yankees. I think he was acquired in the Joey Gallo trade, which is not aging well for really either side. If you look at Ezekiel Duran, he's really not played well since 2023. But that team might have been cheating, so who knows? Besides that, he's been a sub-700 guy in terms of the OPS. And I'm not accusing them of cheating. They got crazy hot. They could not stop hitting home runs. They had a really good team, so no cheating accusations for real from me about that 2023 Rangers team. The only thing about that 2023 year is the Mariners blew another division lead as they normally do. Here comes, of course, Corey Seager. That actually wasn't 2 years ago. That was like a come from behind kind of thing. They did lead the division at one point in 2023, but not the entire time. But I need to actually listen up here. Corey Seager, we've seen him one time this series. It was a game against this team here in this ballpark. It was George Kirby pitching. He struck out 13 batters, but allowed 2 home runs to this guy. The only 2 runs that the Rangers were able to score the entire game before Brian Hayes walked them off. I'm glad we did not have to face Jacob deGrom today. Avoid some embarrassment. Kumar Rocker is still really tough. His velo is also very high, but I just don't think he's as intimidating as maybe the best pitcher in terms of talent of all time. 0-2
Ball.
to Corey Seager. It is taken for a ball. And what do you go to here? A lot of stuff working early on for Brian Wu, trying to decipher what pitch is best here against a lefty. 1-2. And it's that one, the sweeper. He gets him. He strikes out the side. Is that correct? I mean, I kind of blanked for the second out, but he might have struck out the side. He either did strike out the side or only got 2 strikeouts. But either way, 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Wu. Gets them in order very easily as it brings up Kumar Rocker. This season, looks like his whip is a bit of an issue. The thing that seems to be the issue here, just looking at the stats, is the strikeout to walk ratio. Does not seem like it is very good. And I know it's not very good. He's walking a lot of people, way too many people. His FIP probably is a little bit better than the ERA. It is not at a great level, but his strike to walk ratio is this on here? Is that on here? K to walk, K to BB. Where is it? It's not on here. You wish it would be. Obviously, that's a very important statistic. Not on here, which is crazy, but it's not at a great spot for him this season. And I'm sure I could do the math on it, but I don't really want to. First up, Victor Robles, who has been really good this year, leading off once again, 292 average. Not someone, though, that I would say is untouchable, I will say. He's had a great year, obviously, and last year he was great as well. He's actually kind of upped the power just a slight amount, 13 homers to 11. The doubles are really down, but to me, it just seems like he doesn't really provide a ton of value. He's nearly a 4-WAR player this year because his defense is way better than last year. I don't know. There's something about Victor Robles. He's been really good at the leadoff spot. I didn't really think he'd be good anywhere else, though. I'm not going to say no to a potential Robles move in the offseason to get better if we do not win a World Series this season. This is a 1-1 count here by Kumar Rocker. Swings through 97. That is much better than 100, which deGrom would have been tossing. 1-2. This is flown out to right field. Easily there to make the catch is Adolis Garcia with that big red glove. You can tell it's him from very far away. And it brings up Julio, then Cal. Julio's been hitting a lot better as of late. It's his best season, right, as a pro, besides his rookie year. Indeed it is, just a little better than last year. And even in real life, this goes for this and real life. If you are the Mariners and you can get an OPS at 818, which was his down year after his rookie year, this is good. But his OPS nowadays is about a 70, a 700 OPS, which is obviously not good. So he needs to be hovering somewhere around that 800 range. He, of course, brings immense center field value. He is the best fielding center fielder. We'll see if he is in the game, too. He basically is. He's a 6-WAR player this year. But he brings so much on the defensive side. He is the best defensive center fielder in baseball. Yes, even over PCA. His advanced stats would say the same. As it is 2-0 to Julio. He's been very hot as of late. They kind of do not want his pitch to him here. This is grounded. Weird hop. Jung's throw is right on time. Makes the catch, or makes the play. 2 down. Julio skipped it a little bit. If he makes better contact on that, he could probably get it over the third baseman, but he skipped it. Brings up Cal Raleigh. And we're very familiar with what he's done in real life. 32 home runs already. It's like January or June 24th. He has 32 home runs, but flies it out to left field. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Kumar Rocker. And the Mariners are going to be pitching once again here in the top of the second inning. It is Brian Wu here to face Jock Peterson, who, of course, in real life is one of the worst hitters in baseball. I don't know if he still is, but I know at one point he was 0 for, 46 to start the season. And here in the game, he is rocking a 900 OPS. We saw in the last episode, I was wondering why they were so good. It was at 900 in the last episode. It's gone down a little bit, as has the entire Rangers team. We're, of course, 3 games ahead. heading into the game, heading into the episode, we were only 0.5 games ahead. We were tied entering entering, I believe, that the Angels, or after the first Astros game, we were tied with them. And we've extended that to 3 games. It's due in part massively to us playing way better, winning, 6 consecutive series heading into this one, and then the Rangers 2-8 in their last 10, multiple days in a row. 0-2 to Jock Peterson. You know you can kind of throw him high fastballs with the way his swing is, as he gets a swinging strike, delayed swinging strike, but a looking strike. Third strikeout for Brian Lewis, who he did not strike out the side in the first inning. Yeah, dots up a fastball there, inside corner. That's a tough pitch to hit for a lefty with such a weird swing like Jock Peterson does have. Swing works, though. I wouldn't change it, but it is a strikeout nonetheless. Brings up Jake Berger, who hits dingers. And he's definitely a worrying bat in this lineup. Maybe not the most known name in this lineup with guys like Jock Peterson, guys like Corey Seager, and Marcus Semien's not here anymore. Or he's batting very low in the lineup. He's not here at all. He might be traded. He could have retired. Could be injured, even though he can't be injured because injuries are off for some reason. I still cannot figure that out. Might be an off day for him. I would not think he's not here. White Langford off day is good for us, though. Marcus Semien is here. He kind of is just bad now, though. Is that a sub 600 OPS? It is indeed. That is becoming quickly one of the worst contracts in baseball, even in real life. It is not aging very well at all. And of course, I think that the Rangers would take it every day to have a World Series on their resume. That they would not have won without him and his efforts in 2023. Very good player. He placed in MVP voting in 2023 itself and also in 2022. And also, like, 2021, I believe, something like that. Of course, he's such a good player. Always has been. Even with the A's, I think he placed in MVP voting once or twice. Him and that team with Chris Davis, that 2020 A's team that made the ALDS and was really solid. Clean miss there by Jake Berger. Man, didn't think you'd hear about the 2020 A's, now did you? People thought Frankie Montas was like the next great pitcher after that season. And Frankie Montas obviously showed some really good stuff in 2021 as well, before being acquired by the Yankees and doing nothing.
0-1.
Remember when the White Sox signed Frankie Montas for like a few days and they didn't sign him? Probably good for them, even though they didn't really do anything in 2022 anyway. So it couldn't have hurt. Josh Jung now. Hitting very well as of late, we saw earlier on. The sweeper's been killing it for Brian Wu today. Can he get it again? Just outside. Now, you saw that at the bottom of the screen. Another bad start for Clark Schmidt, which puts him at a 2.47 ERA, which ties him for the league lead. Or not the league lead, but I mean the best ERA in the business. He was solo in the lead for it. He's now tied with 2 others, Brian Wu included. This is stopped by Brian Hayes. Tough play. Just a little bit too fast for Josh Jung. Cannot quite make the play. Robert Garcia has 41 saves for this team, but it doesn't worry because Brian Hayes owns him. Brings up Adolis Garcia. Sees a strike on the outside corner. Adolis, of course, 2-time All-Star. Has been in the home run derby, won a World Series. Had that really clutch home run in Game 6 against the Astros. And that ALCS a few years back. That was one of the best series I've ever seen in baseball. That was so good. I wish the Mariners had been there, but it was still cool to see. Really good series. They came down from like 3-2 in that series. They were down 3-2 because Altuve hit like 14 home runs in the first few games of that series, but the clutchness of Adolis Garcia and Corey Seager kind of shone through in that series. 2-2 count here. I'm going to go back to that sweeper here. Oh, just outside. I understand not calling that a strike, but I would have loved it. 3-2. Fouled off. And one thing about Brian Wu is he will not back away from a fight. He's going to go back to the fastball. I would almost guarantee it right here. He does, and a little bit more on time that time is Adolis. So somewhere in the middle of the velo between the sweeper and the fastball is the slider. So we'll see what happens here. 3-2. Ground ball
No,
fouled.
that's a foul ball.
Adolis is kind of on everything right now. See if he can put a sinker in play. He fouls it off. Good at bat here from both sides. I'm actually thinking about my pitches here. Change up. Inside. 3-2. Another foul ball. Everything is located well so far for Brian Wu in this at bat, but it's been great stuff from Adolis Garcia as well. 11th pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Brian Wu throws him a semi-uncompetitive sweeper that he takes for strike 3. Swings at strike 3, sorry. I've been talking a lot of incorrect usage of terms today. Still just the one hit between the teams. Brings up Luis Robert, who's been very good since being a Mariner. Yes, his OPS is actually down, it feels like, but I've liked what we've had from him. It's been a little bit off as of late. He's actually cooled off a solid bit since we got him. But it's a new day for Luis Robert. Need him to play a little bit better than he's been playing as of late, apparently. He does lead the team in doubles, though, most of those with the White Sox.
Nope.
It's inside. Oh, Luis Robert turns on one. Way out of here. Well, I would like to see where that was thrown, because that was in his hands, and that was a breaking ball. So, I mean, the bat speed you have to get to that. On time and on target is an insane amount. It's 1-0 Mariners off of a long home run. It's in his hands, man. He's able to get his hands in on it. He doesn't even barrel it up. Pure power from Montpantera to hit that out of here. That is off the middle of the bat. And it leaves. Curveball, side of the dish. Outside to Ryan O'Hearn.
1-0.
Who has certainly fallen off since early in the season where he's hitting above 300, 850 OPS. He's been much worse now since becoming the solo DH against lefties. Or against righties, sorry. But it's 2-0 here. But I would still say I don't regret signing him. He's still been very solid. 2-0. And that's low for a 3-0 count. You can swing here, but I'm going to put the controller down. Just so I don't. And I'm sure it's going to be a very easy pitch to hit. It's actually a walk. So not a good at-bat there for Kumar Rocker. A 3-pitch walk. Sorry, 4-pitch walk. Brings up Luke Raley, who also matches against lefties. He's had a good year. Once again, a little bit worse as of late. The average is way down. The OPS seems to be way down from last season. It's actually one spot higher. Good grief, look at his OPSs. OPS in 2024 of 784, or 783. 2025, 784. 2026, 785. Well, we know what kind of player we're getting with him. Swing and a miss. Just need to take that pitch there. He's not throwing many strikes this inning. I think just the one to Luis Robert. Just need to let him throw some pitches here. Get his count up a little bit. Still pretty low. Try to do it there, but called a strike on that outside corner. Don't love that call from the home plate umpire, but it is a strike. Fouled off, fights it off. Exit velo of 103 with weight on it. 0-2. Swing and a miss, high fastball. Thought it might come back down, but it did not. Stayed up for the first strikeout for Rocker. Brings it to Brian Hayes. And we've talked about Hayes almost every episode. He does not provide offensive value. I don't have to keep saying it, but he's going to be a better player than he was last year. He'll be a 3-WAR player most likely because of his defense is so good. And I do think he's played better offensively than last year. I don't know if his stats would say that, but I feel like offensively he's been better. He's going to end up with more home runs. He has a triple more. He won't end up with as many hits, but he won't end up with as many at-bats. Actually, that's a lie. That's a big lie. But, I like to fit the narrative any way I want it. And I want to fit the narrative that Brian Hayes is a valuable asset to this team. Because I love Brian Hayes. Always will.
Ball.
Let's blow the zone for a ball.
Come on, Seattle.
1-1 here. Swing and a miss.
Jesus.
High fastball. Marker now trying to find something with that pitch specifically. That high fastball is actually starting to eat against the Mariners. Swing and a miss on a slider that stays in the zone. Great pitch there. Because if you're like, okay, it's a slider and you take it, it's down the middle for strike 3. But if you swing at it thinking it's a fastball, it's a little early, you swing at it missing on it, that's a strikeout either way. As Ryan Bliss comes up, sort of the same exact situation as, actually the exact same situation as Ryan Bliss. I love him. He's not really hitting well, but he's playing great defense. So, it is what it is. I've said it 5 million times. I've actually seen Ryan Bliss play in real life in college. So it's like the only guy in this team that I've actually seen play live. We are playing a team I've seen play live twice, though. I've seen the Rangers twice in real life. Twice on July 4th and July 2nd of last season. White Langford brought a home run, which is kind of crazy. What was even crazier is Nate Lowe hit two home runs. One of them was opposite field, right in front of me. If you go to that July 4th, 2024 game, you will see me in the front row on the second Nate Lowe home run. As it's 3-2, struggling with the strike zone a little bit is Kumar Rocker. If we lay off those high fastballs, we will be in business. Swing and a miss. I mean, that's a really good pitch. I'm not too mad about swinging at it. I'm also not too mad about swinging at this home run from Luis Robert. 405 feet gives the Mariners a 1-0 lead. And it is going to be turned back over at Brian Wu. Here is the standings. It is between these two teams and no one else. And no one else. 79-63 and 82-60. Next best is 70-72. If we can get this job done, we will win the AL West and bring playoff baseball back to T-Mobile Park. Only one of those games we got to see in 2022, and it went obviously 18 innings. Which is not ideal to watch that and have your team lose. I will say that firsthand. 0-1 here to Evan Carter. Squirrels it off the bat to third base. On to Rayleigh. Ryan Hayes situated perfectly. Remember when Evan Carter was the top prospect? Me either. Brings up Jonah Heim. But, man, Evan Carter was really good in that championship season. He came up and hit to, like, what, a 900 OPS in, like, 15 games for the Rangers? And since then, has really not been good at all. Unless I'm missing something, but I don't even think he's been good in real life for that team.
1-1.
1-1 count here to Heim. Swings through.
1-2 to count.
And now,
Ball.
the sweeper inside for a ball. Brian Wu has always struggled with right-handed or left-handed hitters in terms of striking them out. He really does not have a pitch other than the fastball like he does to righties. But he will try to get him away here with this fastball. Fouls it off. Jonah Heim had 2 grand slams in 2 days against the Mariners a few years ago. Pretty bad. Walked him off 2 times in a row. 2-2. A lot of 2s. Fouls off again. Another longer at bat here from Wu.
Strike him out.
As he looks for a Cy Young potential season here. He's been great, obviously. Has really been just fantastic. And I cannot complain about anything he's done this season. He was an all-star. We got to see him play in the all-star game. He went 9 up, 9 down almost against that NL team. He strikes out Jonah Heim for his 4th strikeout of the game. Brings out Smith, who he began the episode striking out. Inside for a strike. 0-1. And this is grounded to Bliss. 1-2-3 inning once more. Only one over the minimum so far for both sides. Actually, no, that's a lie. I walked last time. But only one over the minimum for the Mariners. As it brings up the offense once again. It's Ha-Seong Kim, who does have 21 home runs and has been playing a lot better recently. I just can't hit with him. I just cannot figure it out. His swing is so bizarre to me. I just don't understand it. But since becoming a Mariner, especially just in the last few weeks, he's hitting 333 with a slugging and a 1.1 OPS, 1.1 OPS and a slugging of 700. So much better as of late. I just need to figure it out with him.
That's in ball.
'Cause that's the ball. Last game he had 4 RBI, which is obviously very good.
Hee-haw!
Down the middle for a strike there. Cannot believe Robert Garcia and Porter Hodge are two of your top 3 in saves in the AL. Kumar really struggling with the zone today. I'm never ahead this much. 2-1.
No, that missed.
Another ball. You get to a point where you're just like, am I taking everything now? 3-1. Toss on Kim. Is a walk.
All 4. Take your base.
And this is the same difficulty as last episode. I promise I've not even touched the game since the last episode. Brings up Victor Robles.
Base hit now! Let's go Seattle!
It's right down the middle. You just need to take that pitch. I know it's an easy double pitch, easy home run pitch possibly, but you need to take that pitch with him throwing so many balls. It's fouled off. There's another strike thrown. Dialing it in a little bit is Kumar Rocker here. 0-2 for one of the first times all day. He does throw an uncompetitive fastball there. 1-2. Barely the bat has come off the shoulder in this inning for the Mariners. Just the one time. Swing and a miss. Late on the fastball. Read it as a ball. Realized it was a strike a little bit too late. 4 strikeout for Kumar Rocker. Does that mean the last 4 outs have been by the way of the K? I believe that is true. Brings up Julio. This is blistered to the gap. This will get down. Please stay in play. It does not. Unfortunate bounce. Would have scored a run. Instead, it's a automatic double, which they call it nowadays, which is stupid. It's a ground rule double. And it saves a run for the Rangers. Brings up Cal Raleigh, though. Not many other people you'd want in this spot. Getting involved early in the count. Cal Raleigh will bring home 2. It's 3-0 Mariners. First pitch aggression from Cal. He tends to do stuff like that. Of course, teams don't really like pitching directly to him, so you got to take what you can get. Swinging early on. And a good pitch to swing at for him. Singles it up the middle. Seager was on the move anyway, so was able to get it past him. And it's 3-0 Mariners early on in this game. Second straight Spotlight game episode that we've been able to play pretty well as Robert here likely grounds out into a double play. Depends. A little bit of a slow turn there. Just a fielder's choice. I know Robert's fast, but I'm surprised that they were not able to turn 2 on that. Seager was a little bit slow. And so was second baseman Ezekiel Duran. Good slide by Cal also kind of interrupted things. Brings up Brian O'Hearn. He walked last time up on a 3-0 pitch. Sees a strike there. First strike he's seen today. Pokes it to Seager, who steps on second for the out. So another good hit for the Mariners. It's a single by Cal Raleigh. It's 3-0 Mariners early on in this game. Duran, Seager, and Peterson up next. Now Duran up. Hitting .258 this season. He does not go. They might have fixed the umpires, which is good. Does it? They needed to do that. The umpires have been bad in this game for a long time in terms of just the way that they read check swings. As we're projected the 2 seed right now at 93 wins. 93 and 69, which would be very solid. The Rangers are projected in the playoffs. This could be a team we play in the playoffs. To make the World Series, we're going to beat anybody, and if this is the team that we line up against, we're going to beat them. And we're proving right now we can beat them.
Come on, Seattle!
With this rotation obviously being so good, and then the hitting is a little bit better as of late. Not a ton of home runs still. Some from La Pantera, some from Cal, some from Julio. But outside of that, a lot of contact. And a good at-bats, good defense. It's the way good teams are played. Swing and a miss. Brian Wu trying to get us, the 4th straight episode that we've had double-digit strikeouts from a Mariner starter? It's been a lot in a row. It's been a very good, impressive streak from me, playing on a very high pitching difficulty, Hall of Fame pitching difficulty. If anyone's watching this wants me to go up one more, I'm willing to go up to Legend. I've played on Legend before. It's a little bit harder, and that's why I kind of like doing Hall of Fame, because Hall of Fame more simulates the actual style of the pitcher rather than my own skill. Start off. 1-1 here. Fouls it off. Side to the left. It's 1-2 now to Seager, who struck out his first time up. See if Wu can get him again. Ground ball up the middle. It's the second hit of the game for the Rangers by Corey Seager. It brings up, I believe the guy with the only other hit of the game is Jock Peterson. Did he have a hit the first time? No, he struck out looking. I don't actually know who had the first hit for the Rangers. Might have been Ezekiel Duran. Hold on. Let's see if I can figure this out without looking. It was Josh Young on an infield single. That's correct. 1-0. Ground ball. Wu loves fielding his position. Throws to first. Gets the easy play instead of risking it going for 2. And now there's 2 outs. Berger comes back up. Ground ball right back to Wu again. This one will get down. The runner will go home. Cal not going to be able to get there in time. It is a single and a run scores for the Rangers. It is 3-1. Good pitch there on that changeup. It did what you wanted it to do, but good piece of hitting from Jake Berger, who, like I said, hits a lot of ground balls. And that was hit well enough to get by second and get in the center. If it's a good throw from Julio, he's out at home, but it was not a good throw from Julio, so not even worth mentioning. Fouls that off. Now it's 1-2. Looking at this inning with no further damage. Foul off again. Come back at him again with the sweeper here. See if we can get him here. Pops it. Second base. Gets down. Loop shot single for Josh Young. And now it gets interesting here. You don't obviously get the bullpen warming up yet, but maybe you begin thinking about it depending on this at-bat. He somehow pokes that out for a single. Props to him. Wasn't even close to a strike. It actually was such a bad pitch that I shouldn't have even thrown it because it was so outside. Like, that's a pitch that's uncompetitive, and he swung and hit it. So props to him. Early 0-2 count. Got another one of those free sweepers. Try to change his eye level a little bit here. Go back to the fastball, up and in. He gets in. Works out pretty well. Only throws a few more pitches to what's his name? Dolis Garcia there. A ground single there by Berger. I keep saying a lot of words. That's annoying. Usually I don't do that bad, but I'm definitely doing it a little bit worse than I normally do. See if the offense can get a bit back on track now. Well, not a bit back on track. We've already had 2 runs in the last inning. Ignore me. Get on track for another few runs here in this inning. That's what I meant to say. Keep on track, actually, is what I meant to say. For the 3rd time. Popped up in the infield. Young makes a play. Definitely not dropping. guy in the crowd. Brings up to Brian Hayes. Oh for 1. Hits one solidly to center field, but caught. 2 down. So Rocker's had innings that he's thrown a lot of pitches, and the innings like this one where he's not thrown a lot of pitches at all. Bliss was out his first time.
Wood!
There's a nice little pitch there. Oh, 1. Fouled off. Middle slider. If he's a little bit more on time with that, it's a home run. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss ties him up. Oh my. So actually the thought behind that, I knew how inside that was. I thought I was either going to get a move out of the way animation with how inside it was. I thought it was going to be either inside animation or hit by pitch swing that would have got me on base. I really genuinely thought that. If it's insane that I thought that, probably so. This might be the last inning though for Brian Wu. His energy is very low. There's one thing with Wu, he does not go very deep into games in the show. In real life, he's been going 6 every start. But now you want to start thinking about who you get warmed up here in this game. I'd like to start getting Munoz warmed up. And I'd like to start getting Seawald warmed up. Seawald's a little bit more of a late game guy. So maybe no. Maybe Graveman. I know it's a big game, but we're up 3 games in the series. We need to get Graveman going in big spots anyway. So why not get Graveman warmed up a little bit here? I see no reason that Wu can't go this inning and the next. So hopefully won't even need them until the 7th. Which in that case, I would probably change for Seawald anyway. Swing and a miss on Carter. It is the 9th strikeout for Wu. Tying his real life career high in a game. Not a big strikeout pitcher in real life. A lot of flyouts for Brian Wu in his career. As this is hit well by Pine for a single. That'll be what, the 4th hit of the game? 6th hit of the game? How many hits in the game? 5 hits in the game. 5 hits? 5 hits. We only have 3 hits today, but all of them are runs, which is always good to see. Josh H. Smith now. A lot of sinkers early in counts today.
No balls, 1 strike.
So he's not really been getting a lot of ground balls with them, it feels like. This is going to be Cal throwing on the first. Easy take there from Smith on a wild pitch. Or sorry, from Heim on a wild pitch. There's another sinker. Outside. Need to get the out here. 1-2 above the zone. Two. Strike 3 looking. I don't know what Josh Smith was searching for there. 10th strikeout. Another double-digit strikeout game for a Mariners starter. Heim still out there at second base to be brought in by Duran. If they can complete the comeback here, would be good for them here. Fouls off a sweeper. Another strike. 0-2. Strike 3 looking again. I mean, back-to-back middle strike 3s on fastballs. Just no clue what they were looking for, but apparently not that. That's the delayed yell from the guy in the crowd. 21 more strikeouts for Paul Skeens than anyone else in the NL.
1-0.
It's very impressive. That's what I thought that last pitch in the last inning would do. I thought it would do the move me off the play animation, or I thought it would catch me on a swing, which would be a base. And there's Matt Festa, someone who we could not score off of in like 16 innings against the Rangers earlier on this season, if you remember that episode. Hard for me to forget, I lived through it. Good play by Kumar Rocker. Oh my goodness, fielding his position very well. Both pitchers have been today so far. Nice play by Rocker. Brings up the top of the lineup again. Robles. Swing and a miss through a sweeper. Or slider, sorry. There's that fastball way late on it.
No balls, 2
Sort of been
strikes.
adjusting that slider a little bit more, so that was a very late swing on the fastball. And that's right down the middle. So maybe I'm just being mean, because that is the same exact situation at the end of the last inning for us. The strikeout looking on a very easy to hit fastball, and then I do it for them. Brings up Julio with the ground rule double last time up. And he's hitting one out again. Julio has done it against the Rangers in this series. Way gone. Holy cow, 450. Early on, recently, he's been swinging early in counts and getting a lot of these hits. Center cut destruction for Julio. And that'll do it for Kumar Rocker. He lost 4 hits over 4 2/3 innings. It brings up Jacob Webb. That is maybe the thumbnail of the episode. Possibly. I know we have a lot of Julio thumbnails, including one already in the series against the Rangers. But I can't just not do it. Look at this guy. He's got aura. Nice little look there, like that. I like the bat flip here from the oh yeah, that's good. Bat flip from behind, I like that. We'll see. One of those might be the one. Who knows? You'll know when you look at the thumbnail. Or if it's somebody else. Up the middle, Cal gets another base hit. Couple singles today for Raleigh. Right after extra base hits for Julio. Both times up. Brings up Luis Robert, who also has a home run in the episode. Bats looking really good as of late, man. Bats are looking really solid. This is hit very hard. Tough play. Robert beats it out. Probably a single. I would call that a single. It is ruled a single. So 2 more 2-out hits. Julio had a 2-out hit. Brings up Brian O'Hearn looking for a 2-out hit. He's going to flare this one to left. Can he get down? Running catch by Adolis Garcia. Julio Rodriguez hits a home run. His 2nd straight episode with one. Maybe 3rd straight episode with one? He's had a lot as of late. It's been much better hitting with him in the lineups. Hitting as well as he's been. And we'll see. I'm trying to think right now about Wu. With Seager up, I would like to get Wu through one more inning, but if anything happens here, he probably gets taken out early. His stamina is very low. Great pitch there. Really nice pitch. Swings and cuts that one foul. So now, going for another idea here. What do you do here with Seager with 2 strikes? You have him in your hands, 0-2. A lot to work with. High fastball, nearly touches the zone. Might have. It did, but it's like the weirdest part of the zone where it's kind of high and outside, so I don't blame the umpire. 1-2. High and inside, actually, is what I meant to say. And now the alert now that Wu's getting tired. He's had a great start. I don't want to take him out early. I'd love to get him a quality start here as he's going for a Cy Young, but if his stamina's not going to last, it is much more important that he gets taken out early, avoids anything, and we win this game than him winning the Cy Young. But he gets another strike at his 12th. And you know, the high of the franchise is 13. It was set by George Kirby against these Rangers. It was episode like 6 or so. And right now, 12 for Brian Wu. He's 2 away from the record in the franchise. And he has 2 more at-bats probably in this episode. So we'll see. 2 more strikeouts here. Striking out the side would get him the episode record with 14. Middle sinker. We'll take it. It is 3 straight strikeouts for Brian Wu. Up to swing and a miss. Can Cal get there? Easy play. Run first. Ties the record. 13 strikeouts for Wu. Actually, I think that's tied with him and Logan Gilbert for most strikeouts in this series. Brings up now Jake Burger, who's refused to strike out today. But a big one here would give Woo the record for this franchise this series.
No, that's
Would give him
down.
14
Ball.
on the night. Would be really hard to ignore him for a Cy Young vote, especially with these strikeouts gaining a lot. Really, really adding up, which is what the CPU really cares about. There's a great pitch. Strike called.
1-1.
Tough call, but a good call. Surprising call. Surprised it was a given that. Surprised it's not 2-0 right now. It's 1-1.
Down.
Ball, great take. It's time to just expend the tank now. 2 fastballs here. One to get over, and then actually can go sinker. Actually, only 23 balls thrown today, by the way, by Woo. It's kind of brilliant.
Let's go, Mariners.
2-2 for 14. They give him the record for the series. He got it! And the Mariners own the Rangers in this series. 14th strikeout for Woo gives him the record of this series. Oh my goodness, that is a... If I've ever seen one from Brian Woo. Oh, that's freaking... Look at him. He's so cool. Calm and collected. 14 strikeouts for Brian Woo. It is his career high by 5. Obviously, he's been so good, dude. I've loved what we've seen from Brian Woo. Give this man the Cy Young right now. And I might not be surprised if after today he was the favorite for that award. Is this another third base flyout for Luke Raley? Second in a row? Indeed it is. Brings up Ryan Hayes, over 2.
Ball, that's outside.
Outside fastball there. Hayes was 0 for 4 in the last game with 2 strikeouts. He's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout, so not a great little go over for Brian Hayes. 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts.
Two.
And that gets involved inside for a strike.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. Sweeper works out there for Jacob Webb, using the correct spot. Chain with the correct pitches. Brings up Ryan Bliss. Players 1 right field, it's going to be foul.
That's a foul ball.
Acquired from Arizona in the Paul Sewald trade. Paul Sewald is back on the team, so it's not like we even lost anything. All we lost was Dom Canzone, who was not playing well at all. In real life, he's maybe the greatest hitter of all time. Swing miss. 1-2.
1-2.
Good stuff so far for Jacob Webb here in relief.
Ball
Outside. Good thing it was outside because I was not looking at the screen. I was looking at my phone because someone texted me. 2-2. In the dirt. Not really in the dirt, but you know what I mean. Way low. 3-2. For Ryan Bliss. Fouls it off. Feels like the approach for the Mariners today has been a lot of, we want to walk. So they're a little bit late on everything, trying to defend pitches. Long at bat here. This will be, what, the 8th pitch? Or this, yeah, the 8th pitch of the at bat. Swing and a miss. That is a fantastic changeup. And he gets Bliss to chase. What a start from Brian Woo. He will be exited from this game. And we will bring in a new pitcher. Uh-oh, that's not good. We're going to just throw a pitch here. If he gets an out somehow right here, it's cool. But not mean to throw that pitch. Ignore that happened. And then we will change him out here. Kendall Graveman will come in, see what he's got. Brian Woo obviously was special tonight. He inherits no 1 count. Okay. Technically, we're in a safe spot here. We will warm up Luke Weaver. And we'll pitch the very volatile Kendall Graveman. Been a while since he played for the Mariners, since 2021. But we brought a lot of guys back to success, like Sewell. We brought him back. He's been playing well. Anyone else we brought back who's been playing really good? I said a lot. It's really just Sewell. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Graveman gets Young swinging. All these strikeouts do make me want to change the strikeout slider, though. I do love striking out batters. Like, it is my favorite thing to do in this game. It feels so good to chain pitches together, do the right things to get swing and misses. But it is a lot. But granted, it's the Mariners, and they do strike out a lot of hitters anyway, so I'll figure it out. I'll figure out if I want to change the slider. I think the pitching difficulty is fine. We've seen in the past where I've just allowed a lot of runs. Even in, like, a game recently, like, let's
That's a
see, what is
ball.
the game recently I've allowed a lot of runs? The Orioles game on opening day, I allowed a lot of runs. And that never felt too easy. And I feel like at any point, Adolis Garcia could hit a ball 5,000 feet right now. He does not. It's flown out to right field. Robles there to make the catch. 2 down. Evan Carter now.
Heat pop.
Graveman looking for a 1-2-3 inning back here in Seattle.
No balls, 1 strike.
Wearing the same number. This is his number. I think this is the exact same number he wore when he was with the Seattle Mariners in 2021. Before he was traded to Abraham Toro. By the way, who owned him? Toro hit 2 home runs off of him in that season. Strike 3 call. Brilliance from the Mariners pitching staff tonight. They have struck out, what, 16 batters? It's 4-1. Brings up Ha-Seong Kim, who's over 4 in the series. Does have a walk and a run scored tonight. Down the middle for a strike is the
0-1.
sweeper. Oh, 1. Strike. 2 really good pitches there. Both of them did not really look interesting to me, and then they were strikes.
Come on, Mariners.
That's
Ball.
inside. That was not a strike.
1-2.
Would love a little bit more insurance here. Would be great, obviously. Don't want to have to use Weaver in this game if we don't have to. And technically we don't have to. But I'm all for using your reliever and your closer in big games like this if the lead is there. Granted, it seems like Weaver's been better with less runs. Like, he's like a 1-run league at Merchant, but he's struggled in like 3-run leads, feels like, consistently. There's a strike. Oh, 1 here by Festa. I just noticed it's Festa in the game, Mariners legend. Going out to right field here by Robles. Going back a little bit. Now brings up Julio, who's 2 for 4, has 6 total bases today. And it hits him. Oh my goodness. I don't imagine that will be going over well. Oh my goodness. You're down 3 runs. Julio has almost every RBI. It feels like he has 2 RBI, and then he scored a run. And then you hit him on 2 outs. You don't really need the out. That's interesting to me. Something to look at. I might have to accidentally hit somebody else myself. Driven by Raleigh. That ball is cranked and gone. 6-1 Mariners make them pay for the hit by pitch. And now, your services are no longer needed, Luke Weaver. Mariners look to go up 2-0 in this series and take a 4-game division lead. What a blast by Cal. Destroyed to deep center field. I knew that was gone off the bat. I didn't give me the no-doubter, but I knew it was gone. This is popped up. Should have a play on it first. He does not. It's foul. Robert's been good today as well. Cal, Robert, and Julio, the big 3, have all been very good today. There's a sweeper above the zone. I probably could hit that for a home run, but that was a little bit too high for my taste. 1-1. Hits it the other way. Another tough jump at second. Another base hit for Luis Robert, and the Mariners are into double-digit hit land. Never mind, they're not. I thought that was 10. It's 8. So it wasn't even particularly close. Fouled off here by Ryan O'Hearn. We've still not seen a Ryan O'Hearn home run on screen, even though he has a whole bunch this year. It's 9. Never mind, it's not a whole bunch. I thought it was way more than that. It is not. He's a doubles merchant. Fouls it off. 0-2 here to Ryan O'Hearn from Matt Festa. Mike would not have done this against the Rangers when we were like 18 innings in the game, and Gregory Santos played really well. Speaking of that, let's give Gregory Santos his redemption here. Have him close a game where we win against this team. We're going to sit down Munoz. He does not need to pitch in a game. Actually, he's not really our big reliever yet anymore, so we'll put him in. I don't have any objections to that. 1-2 to Ryan O'Hearn. Fouled off. This is hit to center field. Easy play there. And making the catch, I believe, is probably Evan Carter. But doesn't matter. Cal Raleigh, it's a 2-run home run. Gives the Mariners a big 5-run lead here late in this game. And the big dumper keeps on doing it, 34 in the season. By the way, what are we in here in this series? We're in August right now. And Cal has 34 home runs, which is a lot. He has 32 right now in June for the Mariners. And before the All-Star break. Not even July. June. 2 months before this. And Cal has just about as many homers in real life as he does right now. I might have to up his stats, but I won't do that. Because this is a version of Cal we get, and he's beautiful and we love him. If he struggles next year, then maybe, but he's not struggling at all. Now, I don't want to be, like, changing things because of what happens in real life. If I was doing that, I would lower Julio Rodriguez's stats to, like, a 77 overall. I'm kidding. Julio's been fine. Julio's been way better this year to this point than he was last year to this point in real life. If I was doing that, I would sign J.P. Crawford back and turn him into an 84 overall. That's what I would do. But no, he's stunk in this series. We let him go. You know, now I have Ha-Seong Kim. We got to deal with it for a while. Long AB here with Heim. A lot of longer ABs here for the Rangers, but it's not really mattered. They've all ended up in strikeouts, it feels like. Full count here. Middle in. Robert makes the catch. Maybe overruns it just a little bit. But making the play. Brings up Josh H. Smith. That was actually middle directly. Like straight up middle. Cannot get much more middle than that. Strike called there. 100 by Munoz, who has been much better since we moved into this part of the bullpen. Of course, he has struggled mightily for us in this situation. Not in this situation, but in the closing situation, in the setup role, he's really struggled for us in this series. But since we moved him back to middle of the order reliever, he has been very, very nice for us. And somebody who can give you upside as a closer if necessary. Because we have seen him be good in spots like that. It's just been too inconsistent. Strike 3 called. I believe that's the 17th strikeout for Mariners pitching today. It's the 3rd time Josh H. Smith has gone down by the way of the K. Brings up Ezekiel Duran.
No, that's out.
Once again, he's 0 for 2. Or 3. 0 for 3.
No, that missed.
Just above the zone there.
2-0. Ball.
Well, zone 3-0. With Seager on deck, you'd like to leave him for the 9th inning. Don't want to give him a chance to hit a home run to put it back in a safe spot.
Yeah.
Middle here. Swings through that. You know what's coming now. 3-2 pitch to Duran. He got him. Andres Munoz strikes out the 20th batter for Mariners pitching today. Sorry, I lied. 18th. I got a little bit ahead of myself. It's fine. Here comes Kenley Jansen. Last chance for Mariners offense to add on just a little bit more. against someone that we've struggled against in this series, Kenley Jansen. A lot of pitches that just don't seem like we can get good contact on. Oh, I lied! That is cranked by Luke Raley. Blaze it. .420 for Luke Raley, his 20th of the season. Newt is back. 7-1 Mariners. What a game. What a series win for the Mariners. And look for the sweep tomorrow. Hopefully don't blow this one after I've just done the whole thing about how we're going to win the game. Oh, the end of the bat, able to hit that out to deep center. This is flared to right. This is falling, and caught there by Dolis. I thought that might get down. I did. True story. Brings up Ryan Bliss is over 3 with 3 strikeouts today. Not ideal. But this feels like an October atmosphere. Not a ton of people here on a Saturday night, which is obviously not good. But it just feels like an October kind of game against a team that we might meet in October. But hopefully we meet them here in T-Mobile, at home, as the 2 seed, as the 1 seed, which both seem in play right now. Especially with the way the offense is beginning to hit again. Especially with me on the sticks. I've been playing a lot recently, trying to refine my craft. Of course, I've been not really playing on screen. I've not really been playing off screen either. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've not played since the last episode, 3 days ago. But, and before that, I hadn't played in like 7 days. So I'm actually kind of lying again. Pathologically, possibly. My mom would say. 0-2. This is a hit off the end of the bat. Left field caught by Peterson there. Brings up Ha-Seong Kim, who's over 2 with a walk and a run. Last chance of the Mariners offense here to put one more run on the board. Get back to round the offense here. The pitching here and try to strike out some more batters, but it's a single here from Kim. Extends this game for the Mariners offense just a little bit longer, trying to add a little bit more. To really secure this game, put an exclamation point on it. Brings up Victor Robles, who rare 0 for 3 game. 0 for 4 game, actually, 0 for 4. Mariners are the double digit hit club now. It was a little bit early on it, but we did end up getting there. Swing and a miss. This is going to get away. It's going to be second base here for Ha-Seong Kim. On a wild pitch by Robles. I'm so dumb today. Holy cow. Kenley Jansen. And yes, I swung at that pitch. This is going to be flown out to left field. And it brings up Gregory Santos, trying to get the finishing touches on this game like he was not able to get a few of those back when he went 6 innings. And a quality start against this team. 6 2/3 inning as a reliever for Gregory Santos. And then we look to see if he can do it again here against the Rangers. Put this game away up 6 runs. Should not be any trouble here, hopefully. A few runs come across. Obviously, you'll probably see a guy like Seaball come in to try and finish the job. But I'll leave in here Santos till they can't go anymore, until I don't think he can go anymore. I want to get him this opportunity to close this game like he should have been able to all those games ago when we lost in like 17 innings where he pitched 7.5 innings. Or 6.5 innings. 6 2/3.
That missed. That's a ball. I'll clean the plate up. 2-1.
Close pitch there. Probably was a strike, but umpire apparently wants to keep going. Doesn't even want to go home. Foul ball there. 2-2. Fouled off. 100 miles per hour again. 1 for 3 day. One of the only few hits that the Rangers had all day. They only had 5. They've had no walks either, so they've not gone on base in any other way except for that. 2-2. Ground ball again, fouled. 2-2 again. Go back to it. Swing and a miss. Gregory Santos gets Seager to chase. Is that 19 strikeouts by Mariners pitching today? We'll have to look after the game. Brings up Jock Peterson. 0-1 here early for Santos. Might be a bit of a shorter episode than normal. Don't hate that, though. Get to bed early, go to bed, get up for work tomorrow, and then come back, maybe record another episode on Thursday. Wednesday is kind of my day, though, that I don't really ever record anything. Swing and a miss. That's 20, I think, for Mariners pitching. Brings up Jake Berger. Don't think I forgot. Headhunting Cal Raleigh. Don't think I forgot.
Take your base.
And yes, it's interesting. Maybe we get in an altercation in the next game. I don't know. I won't be there. We will not be there.
Hee-haw.
Strike. 0-1. Strike again. 0-2. Last pitch for the Mariners here today, possibly. We're going to go to slider. It's been working all day. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Mariners win. Dominate the Rangers. Take the series. The biggest one of the series. And they move to 4 games ahead in the division. And they get revenge for headhunting Julio after he had 4 freaking hits on your team. It was only 3. Actually, it was only 2. But 2 extra base hits. Mariners win this game dominantly. We're going to have to look at this stat line for this pitching core today. He was brilliant everywhere. From Brian Wu to Kendall Graveman to Andres Munoz to Gregory Santos. And the offense, of course, was just brilliant. But it was Cal, it was Julio, it was Luis Robert. Those 3 on their own combined for 8 of the 10 hits, and Luke Raley added in 1 more for a home run, and Ha-Seong Kim was the other one. He walked as well. So did, oh my goodness, what's his name? Oh my goodness, what's his name as I look for the box score here? His name is Rhino Hearn. He walked also. Pitcher analysis. The Mariners pitching, actually, I just look here. Mariners pitching had, I think 21 strikeouts total. All of them had 2 or more. Of course, obviously, a grouping together. It's not a record by itself. I wouldn't think, but if it was one pitcher, that would break the MLB record for most strikeouts in the game by a pitcher. With 20. So, props to the team striking out 21 Rangers, and the Rangers continue to fall off a cliff here as we look to win this series tomorrow. And really take ahead of this division. 5 games up this late in the year would be massive, and it would take a lot to go wrong to even lose this division. We're nearly end of the year, nearly to the end of the season. This will be the end of the episode after this game. Let's see, can we get it done? We do lose. That's fine though. We're 3.5 games ahead, or 3 games ahead of the division. Still good, still fine. You'll take it. We do win the series. This game, of course, Castillo's not been very great this season. And we were not able to get any home runs here, which has kind of been how we've been pushing the offense lately. But it's an alright series. We'll take it. We're up 3 games ahead in the division. Perfectly fine, man. It's absolutely good. Heading in the episode, we were only 0.5 ahead. We were tied at one point in this episode. So able to get a little bit more ahead in this division. And I want to take a look at a few things first before we go. Let's take a look at the league leaders here in the AL. Just for y'all to see. I won't just stop. If you want to know, stop it over here. I'll just go through this because I've been thinking about this. Don't know who's where. It seems like Gunnar Henderson's going to win MVP pretty comfortably with the way he's playing. He should. What a season for him. Bryce Miller, Shane Baz. Love Casey Mize. Innings pitch as well. Brian Wu. Very good. Batting war. That's it. That is it. We get to the next episode, and we'll see everything else we got to see. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and see you all in the next episode. We lead this division, and we're ready to get on to the playoffs, maybe in 2 episodes from now. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.